Hey friends, welcome back to We Do It Outdoors. I am at the place where Mr. Helper ran over the buzzard at the beginning, towards the beginning of the season. You'd have to go back and check some of my other vlogs to see which place I'm talking about. I've had some trouble getting in and out of this place about the past month. This is the yard. You can see where people have been driving through it back and forth, and this is why. They put in this little loop, goes up and around, back around there, and then down to the road. Where this stone is, I used to mow, and then down towards the road, and then up a little ways, I used to mow. And then back in there, I used to mow a little bit too. But it was pretty much all trees and weeds, so they've been clearing it out. And I don't really know why they put this loop in back here when, you know, there's a pretty decent driveway coming into the place. But whatever makes them happy, I guess. But it looks nice. It'll look nice when it's all finished and cleaned up. They still got, there's a bundle of wire over there, and you know, all that brush and everything, and there's some metal, I don't know, some metal right in there they got to get out still. So, but finally, no one's here today, and I don't have to mow around a bunch of people or come back later, which is nice. So hopefully they'll be finishing everything up when I'm not here, hopefully. So today I've got a place out where the stone house is. They've got a bank that the township mows, and they want it weed-eated and sprayed, and then where the foundation is, the old foundation, to the other half of the stone house that's gone. It's all grown up with a bunch of weeds and stuff. They want me to spray it, and they wanted me to weed eat it, but it's slam full of poison ivy and broken glass and little saplings everywhere. There's no way. I'm not going to mess with it. I told them I'd spray it, but that'd be about the extent of, you know, what I'm going to do with that. So I'll set the camera up on the tripod and let you guys see what I'm talking about. But I'm about done here. I just got this little part right back here where they drove through the yard to finish, and that'll be it for here. And I'm gonna head on up to the church and a bunch of other places. Got 8 places to do today, so this is my opposite week of the every other week. So I'm not doing 12-13 yards today, which is nice. So I'll pack it up on this place, finish up, and meet you at the next. string. Hey guys, I am out at a place that is every 2 weeks. It's the cat house that you guys have seen in some of my other vlogs. So I hate this place. It smells like cat piss and shit everywhere, and it's every 2 weeks. And this place, no one lives here but cats. And which is fine, whatever, but the grass grows out of control here. It needs to be done every week. You can see how tall it is. It's horrible. But she wants it every 2 weeks just because, you know, the only thing that lives here is cats. But been doing a lot of thinking since I picked up quite a few yards this year. I'm going to downsize next year. I'm going to drop almost everything that is every 2 weeks. There's a couple places that aren't bad that can, you know, get away with being done every 2 weeks. But like this place, I'm going to drop. The church I'm going to drop. It's every week, but I'm going to drop it just because it's a big yard. There's not a lot of weed eating, but you know, there is a lot to mow. It takes about 45-50 minutes to mow and weed eat everything there, and I'm only getting $35 a mow out of it, and that's just, I'm losing my ass on it, and I'm not going to do it anymore. I picked it up when I first started. And I bid it so low just because it is a church, you know what I mean? I thought I'd be nice and, you know, give them a deal because it is, you know, a church. But I can't do it anymore. I can't work, you know, for free basically anymore. And then the insurance company that's right across the street from it, it's just a little dump. and I'm only getting $30 a mow out of it. I'm going to get rid of it. And the place where you just seen me weed eat, that ditch, that's every 2 weeks, and I'm only getting $40 a mow for it, and it's not worth it. Because the one side at the very end where I was weed eating, where that lady come up to me and was talking to me, it's all hilly, and I gotta do a bunch of dumb maneuvering or on my mower, or I have to weed eat it all. And I'm not gonna sit there and spend all day weed eating this place. And there is a lot to weed eat there, a lot of junk laying around, and I'm not gonna fool with it anymore. So be 4 places I'm gonna get rid of, because I picked up some pretty decent places this year. And I'd only be losing like it was like $400, a little over $400 a month. Well, I'm not hiring anybody again, and so I'll just do it all myself. So, the money that I'm losing from those 4 yards, I'll still be ahead, because I won't be paying any help. And I'm really getting tired of killing myself for nothing. And it basically is for nothing. $400 is $400. But now I'm working all stinking day long, and these people, they want these yards every 2 weeks, and it's tearing up my equipment. It takes forever to do them, and it just doesn't pay, and I'm not gonna do them anymore. So someone else can have them. I'm gonna have some words with couple other places that I've had from the beginning, like those soccer fields. See, the people that have the soccer fields, my very first helper that I had, well, he wasn't my very first, but he was my very first good helper. They contacted him. Someone he knew was on the soccer field board, and the soccer team, the board of directors or whatever. And they got a hold of him, and he went out there and looked at it without me, and he told him $60 a mow. Them places are freaking huge. And I told him, I said, there ain't no damn way I'm doing them for $60 a mow. It's not happening. And, well, he had a 60-inch and I had a 60-inch, which wasn't bad with both of us, but, in the back of my mind, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, if he leaves, I'm stuck doing these, both those big-ass fields for $60 damn, and it ain't happening. I told him, I said, well, I'm not doing it for anything less than $100. And I didn't even want to do it for $100. About $150 is what it should be. So, he called him back up and told him $100, and they're like, oh, well, we had a kid that had a riding mower, and he was doing it for $40. Well, he can have it. If he wants to do it for $40, you have fun with that. And because the one big soccer field takes me about an hour, and that's just mowing. And then the other one takes about 35 minutes or so, 40 minutes about. And so, I was sitting there with him when he was talking to him, and I told they can have it for $40 There ain't no damn way I'm doing it for $40. And so he told him, it's going to be $100. We're not going to do it. So they said okay. And like I said, this is my 3rd year mowing it. And they also failed to tell me that there was going to be 18 freaking soccer nets with all these signs and all these damn cones and everything that they started putting up. Well, they had the soccer nets, the first year, which they didn't tell me there was going to be that many. I knew they were going to put some in the little one, but there's like, I don't know, 12 or 14 just in that one. And then there's 6 in the big one. And they're little tiny stupid things, so you got to get off, you got to move them around, or you got to sit there and try to weed eat around all of them with all the net and everything. Oh, I'm not getting it all tangled up, so it's easier just to mow a big circle around it and then push it out of the way and then just keep mowing. Well, like I said, they failed to tell me that, and it's been $100 a mow for the past 3 years. So that's going to change. It's either going to be, I'm going to jump it up to 150 each mow now, or they can get someone else to do it, because I'm tired of pissing with it. Because I can go pick up, you know, 2 decent yards, 2 decently small yards that I can get 50-60 bucks a mow, and do it in half the time that it takes me to do those. Now, they're nice when the soccer nets, when all the nets and all the cones and all the dumb shit ain't out there. It's not that bad, but it still takes a really long time. And then now with all the nets and the cones, and then they got freaking telephone poles laying out in the yard and everything else, it's a nightmare. It's not worth $100, and I'm not going to do it for $100 anymore. So there's some changes that are going to be made come next year. So either they'll pay me what I want, or they can pay some kid to do it for 40 bucks on a riding mower, because I'm not doing it anymore. So that's my rant for the day. I'm getting frustrated. I'm ready for the season to be over. It's been a stupid year. Everything's just been dumb. And I'm really looking forward to winter. It's hot. It wasn't that bad this morning, but it's hot and humid now. So I'm just ready to clean up the mower, change the oil, change the filters, everything, and just park it. I'm done. I am so over it right now with all the people's dumb shit and, you know, not making any money, mowing all these stupid little yards for basically nothing. And there's another place that I'll do today that's every 2 weeks, and I'm not gonna do it anymore either. So alright guys, hang tight, and I'll pick you up at the next place where I'm gonna be weed eating that big stupid bank. Alright guys, this is the huge stupid bank they want me to weed eat and spray. It's pretty tall. I don't know how far down they want me to go, but looks like there's a old corner fence post there, wooden fence post, where that little group of trees is. I guess I'll go there. Right there. So that's where I'm gonna stop anyways. I'm not excited about this at all. So, well, let's get started. Well, hey friends, I am finished, lucked out. I don't know if you can see that on my windshield or not, but that is rain. Just finished my last yard. I was gonna pull the camera out and I seen it was clouding up pretty dark, and I didn't want to chance it. As soon as I got in my truck, the minute I closed my door, it started raining. So lucked out, and we need it. It hasn't rained for about 2 weeks now, so we could use it. But well, I want to thank you guys for watching today. Got to see some of the nonsense I had to do. I don't like doing, but they're gonna pay for it, so whatever. But I'm gonna try to get another video tomorrow. Tomorrow's cemetery day. We'll be by myself again. Probably gonna be by myself the rest of the season. The one boy that was helping me is back to school, and the wife, she's working again, so yeehaw. That's why I'm gonna drop some of those junk yards, and next year I'm gonna finish them for this year, but won't have to do them next year, so won't have to worry about hiring any help and relying on anybody, or getting overwhelmed with anything. So alright guys, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Twitter in the description. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, keep it grassy.